All right, some breaking news coming in at this moment. 14 Indian fishermen have been detained by the Lankan Navy. The fishermen were detained along with 3 boats. They were fishing near Pork Strait. Srisha Reddy now joins us live with all the latest. Srisha, we have heard this happening again and again and again, despite the fact that there have been a number of complaints by the Chief Minister, J. Lalita. These incidents still recur. Just tell us about this latest incident that has happened in which 14 Indian fishermen have been detained.
Well, that's right, Sanket. The Chief Minister of the state, J. Lalita, has been reiterating on several occasions and pressing that there should be a permanent solution should be brought into this entire issue. And today, this news report about 14 Indian fishermen have been detained by the Lankan Navy along with their boats. But however, remember, recently 126 Indian fishermen were released by the Lankan Navy on mutual agreements. But however, the boats that were confiscated still remains there in the Lankan custody. So that remains one of the crucial problems for Indian fishermen who have been saying that it's their traditional waters. However, the Lankan Navy has been stating it's the territorial waters. So this seems to be a never-ending issue unless and until there is a permanent solution that should be brought into this. And now with this 14 fishermen being taken into the custody of the Lankan Navy, the problem still remains to be seen that what is going to be the next agenda. Will there be a permanent solution, or this is going to continue for years to come?
All right, Srisha, many thanks for joining us. Rains have finally subsided in Tamil Nadu, but life is yet to limp back to normal due to the floods and waterlogging. Let's quickly go across once again to Srisha Reddy, who this time around will report on the situation in Chennai and the rest of Tamil Nadu. We'll also be joined in by T.S. Sudhir, Editor South, to give us some more idea as to how long will Chennai have to go through this ordeal that you see on your screen right now. Let me come across to you, Srisha, first. Can you tell us a little about the latest situation at this moment?
Well, Sanket, the water has receded in most parts of the city and also in the interior parts of Tamil Nadu, where yesterday we did see a lot of sewage water that has seeped into the houses of the people living in low-lying areas. So the corporation officials have been working throughout the night to drain the water, and the situation is normal at the moment. But what the government is focusing right now is on the waterborne diseases, the diseases like hepatitis B, leptospirosis, typhoid and fever. These are the waterborne diseases that people might get because of wading through the sewage water and the water that was up to the knee-deep level. So they have set up at least 200 medical camps throughout the city to monitor the health issues. In fact, that remains to be the concern at this point. But however, the normal life has come back, and people have been, carrying on with their daily life.
That's right, Srisha. Let's also go across to T.S. Sudhir. Sudhir, it's not just Tamil Nadu now. There are reports coming in from Andhra Pradesh as well. Can you tell us more about the impact of these floods?
Well, the Met Department has predicted rainfall and even heavy rainfall at isolated places all along the 900 kilometers of the Andhra coast, stretching right from Chittoor in south coastal Andhra to Srikakulam in north coastal Andhra. We are told that it is extremely overcast with rainfall at a few places, but the maximum impact so far has been seen in Nellore and Chittoor districts, especially in Nellore district, where a lot of the roads have been breached. The national highway between Chennai and Kolkata, which passes through Nellore, that has been breached, as a result of which we are told about 7,000 to 8,000 trucks at different places have been affected. The road traffic has been operating in Kadapa district, so the situation there is kind of getting back to normal, but the temple towns of Tirupati and Srikalahasti have kind of borne the brunt, and the road traffic had to be diverted through smaller towns and villages to reach Vijayawada and then further on to north coastal Andhra to Visakhapatnam. So at this point in time, the fishermen of course have been advised not to venture into the sea. They are expecting rough conditions, and they would really like to wait for the next 24 to 48 hours to see how the sea behaves and whether the weather conditions improve. The ironical part, Sanket, is that even as Chandrababu Naidu, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, was conducting an aerial survey in the flooded areas of coastal Andhra Pradesh, there was a Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao who was conducting a review meeting on the drought conditions in Telangana. So a tale of two states reporting extremely different weather conditions.
Okay. T.S. Sudhir as well as Srisha, many thanks for joining.
नि प म ग स नि प म नि स प स। जहाँ तक याद आती रहेगी